Title: The Case for Testing Public Officials for Drug Use. The issue of whether Congress, the Vice President, and the President should be subject to routine drug testing ignites a potent mix of legal, ethical, and practical considerations. This question touches on the core of governmental operation, personal privacy, and public trust. From a legal standpoint, mandating drug tests for high-ranking public officials would require navigating a labyrinth of constitutional rights. The Fourth Amendment of the United States Constitution guards against unreasonable searches and seizures, raising the question of whether drug testing constitutes a permissible search. In the landmark case of Chandler v. Miller, 1997, the Supreme Court struck down a Georgia statute requiring drug tests of candidates for certain state offices. The court argued insufficient evidence of a special governmental need that would justify such a substantial infringement on privacy. Nevertheless, proponents of drug testing argue that public officials hold positions of immense responsibility, wielding decisions that affect national security, domestic policy, and international relations. Therefore, they must exhibit unimpeachable behavior, and drug-free status serves as a baseline criterion for maintaining the trust vested in them by the electorate. A drug test could serve as both a deterrent to substance abuse and a mechanism for accountability. From an ethical perspective, universal drug testing of leaders might underscore the principle of leading by example. Ensuring that those in the highest offices adhere to the standards they often impose on others could foster a culture of transparency and integrity. Yet, it counterbalances against the notion of privacy and the sentiment that such measures imply an inherent mistrust of public servants, potentially leading to a culture of suspicion. Practically, the implementation of drug testing for the President, Vice President, and members of Congress poses logistical challenges. The process would need to be standardized, fair, and devoid of any chance for political manipulation. Additionally, the consequences of a positive test would need clear delineation and bipartisan agreement to avoid partisan exploitation. In conclusion, while the potential for enhancing public trust exists through drug testing, several hurdles must be overcome. Safeguarding constitutional rights, preserving the dignity and privacy of officeholders, and avoiding political weaponization are all critical.